Hi, my name's Lita and I do cool stuff. Today I wanted to talk about the show Good Omens. Firstly, the two main actors, David Tennant and Michael Sheen, are the most beautiful men on the planet and I will not hear any slander towards them. This series is an Amazon series adapted from the book by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett, and I also love them too. It follows the friendship between an angel called Aziraphale and a demon called Crowley. The friendship. These two characters spend 6,000 years together, going on dinner dates, going to see theatre and Shakespeare together, going and just sitting in park benches together and just being gay lovers, just being gay lovers. However, I have never seen two characters who are more explicitly gay without it being particularly mentioned. At one point, Crowley even suggests that because of the whole Armageddon plot point, they go and live on a different universe together and just I don't know, shag or something. Aziraphale proudly declares himself as a southern pansy. Pansy being a slang word usually used as an insult towards homosexual men. Now, while we do know that angels and demons are canonically non-binary, we also know that Aziraphale does present himself in a more masculine way and does state that he isn't attracted to women. Therefore, he's completely open to dating men like Crowley, who I understand that I have just said that demons are non-binary, but it's a really grey area in this because they do both use he, him pronouns and present themselves so masculinely. It's iffy onto whether they are men or non-binary. And non-binary people aren't just attracted to one gender or two genders or multiple genders. It depends on the individual. So I think what is really explicit is that Aziraphale is attracted to just men and male presenting people like Crowley. In the last video, I talked about how some romantic couples can mimic the main character when it's unclear whether they're gay or not, and this also happens in here. Madame Tracy runs seances and is in love with a witch finder. Anathema is a witch and ends up with Newt, a new witch finder. So why wouldn't Crowley end up with Aziraphale in the same way that all of these other polar opposites have ended up with each other? It just makes sense. Madame Tracy and Mr. Shadwell also are not explicitly told to end up with each other by the end, but it is heavily implied and we can assume that, which is why we can also assume that with Crowley and Aziraphale. Now, one thing I do want to mention is this series is set on a lot of Christian beliefs, and well, there would be a lot of backlash if the two main characters were homosexual. As a big Neil Gaiman fan myself, I do want to just make it a point of saying that Neil Gaiman is a fan of the whole the author is dead once the book is released and the rest of it is up to the opinion of the reader. Hi, so I'm just editing this and I just wanted to clarify that I am not talking about how Terry Pratchett literally passed, and I just realised that it comes across like I'm making reference to how Terry Pratchett died. It's nothing to do with Terry Pratchett dying. Therefore, any interpretation that the reader might have is correct because he believes that after he publishes the book, it's out of his say. It's all up to the reader. Therefore, I think that he wrote this with the intention of them being gay, but knew that the Christian audience wouldn't be a fan of that, so left it to be up to you. But you're an idiot if you think these two characters are heterosexual. At one point, Crowley and Aziraphale go for a meal at the Ritz and there's a song playing called A Nightingale in Berkeley Square. I think that could be wrong, but it's something along those lines. This song is very romantically suggestive and has been used in TV shows like Torchwood before to suggest romance and to hint that this scene is romantic. That certain night. To conclude, the show isn't about romance, but littered throughout this show, there are so many hints that they are gay. So I do think that it is very wise to assume that they are gay lovers, or whatever word you're going to put on it, because it's iffy with gender. Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe and like the video, and go watch my other video where I talked about queer baiting and queer coding in Captain Marvel.